Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Robin, and if it's your very first time here, welcome. I hope that you love it. And if you're returning, hey fam, what's good? What's poppin'? Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Um, yeah, finally, finally. Happy new month, by the way, guys. It's a new month. Today is I think the 3rd February. Yeah, the 3rd of February. It's a Monday. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful new month already, or start to the month, and may it be a very peaceful, cheerful, loving month. It's love month, so yeah, let it be so. Yeah, like I've been meaning to share this message for quite some time. I'm not sure how long though, and me being a perfectionist and wanting to do things my way, it doesn't happen so I'm just like, you know what, let me use this time that I have before heading out to do other things to share this message the best way I can now, and then yeah, we'll deal with the rest. We deal with the rest. So yeah, you know, we do have our plans in life, and yeah, we always have to put them on paper, write them down, and set goals and all of those things, and put our vision and dreams on paper and make sure that we actually live by it every single day, and you know, just get hustling and get to the things that we actually want for ourselves, right? And yeah, it's good that we do that in general and all of that. It's nice to have it on paper and all of that. But then there comes a point where things are missing or things don't go as planned, and you it gets so messy, or you just get so demotivated. You're like, what's going on? What am I doing? Like, yeah, your plan, right? Yeah, that's generally what I'm trying to share with you guys. And this is what has been happening basically in the whole of January, right? Where I have been planning and setting out my goals for the year for 2025. And yeah, it has been going well. There were some highs, there were some lows, obviously. There were some challenges that I didn't expect, and all of that. And it was my plan, right? And I've been praying on it also, and asking God for, assistance and direction on the plans that I put out. I've written down and placed on paper and put on my phone, and yeah, did on the laptop, all of those things. Like, you just do everything that is possible to plan your life and just get things together and in order, right? So, but then there was just something missing about my plan. I'm like, okay, I thought I had everything. I really thought I had everything. I put God in it, I put prayer in it, I put time, and time in regards to, like, how can I say it? I said time, like in the days where I would just be by myself, to write all these things down and pray about it and really listen to myself and really get the nits and grits of what I really want to do in terms of life in general, right? And I'm like, okay, cool, that is done. But something is still missing. Something is still missing. Something is still missing. That has been like the song or the lyric or the, I don't know, the statement that has been in my mind for the longest time. Something is missing. God, what is it? Like, tell me now, God. Like, just, just tell me. That's what I've been saying to him. I'm like, God, tell me, what is this thing that is missing? That's something that is missing, right? Then the days just pass where I'm still doing the same thing, and then looking up on YouTube, trying to figure out other ways in which I can try out to make this planning go well and make sure that it makes sense when I actually wake up every day to achieve them and achieve whatever that is set out for those days and all of that, right? But still, I'm like, something is missing. Something is missing. Okay, all right, fine. Then today, was it today or no? I would say like from yesterday, it just hit me that you know, I that was all me. That was all my plan. It was me, 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 me. I need to do this. I need to do that. And if I achieve this, then I will do that. But yeah, God, you see it, right? Like I wrote it down. I you see it, right? It was me. All of that planning that I had down, even in the time by myself and reading the Bible, reading the Word, praying and all of that, it was still me. It wasn't God. It was me. It was my plan, right? As much as I took it to God, it was still my plan, right? So that is what was missing. That is what was missing. So I got the message yesterday. I'm like, oh, damn. Wow. Wow. It's that simple. It's really that simple. I'm like, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I hear you. I really do now. I hear you. I don't know why I got it now and I didn't get it like earlier and all of that. But anyways, I hear you now. Like I get you, right? So it was all my plan. It was all my plan. But now yesterday I was arguing about my plan. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm aware that it is my plan, but why didn't you tell me it was like I was arguing to God, right? I was like, why didn't you tell me in the middle of it all that, you know what, hey, stop, Robin, you're not doing this with me actually, as much as I'm here with you and you're sharing your plan, I'm not in it type of thing. It's like you're still putting me aside, not in the plan. You're just putting me aside. So I'm like, yo, God, why didn't you tell me this? Like, oh, like, you know, just tell me there, like, shake me or something right there and tell me, hey, wake up type of thing. But I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but anyway, I hope someone gets me. Like, why didn't you just do that? Like, just shake me and say, hey, this is not it. This is not the plan. Yes, you are somewhere there, but not there, you know, type of thing. So I'm like, I was arguing with him yesterday. I'm like, you know what? This is boring. Why didn't you tell me this earlier so that I can fix it at that time and then we get things rolling? Because I feel like things were delaying and things weren't moving as much as, yes, there were things going on throughout the days, but it didn't feel like I was making progress, or yeah, it just didn't feel like I was making progress at all in general. So yeah, I just had to get it some way or another, and that was the way I got it. That, my plan, yes, is there, but God wasn't really in it fully. You know what I mean? The he wasn't the plan, if I could put it that way. I don't know if I'm putting it right, but then it was something that I had to just like understand that, as much as we are planning and putting out things on paper and stuff like that, and yes, we think that we have God in it by just talking to him and praying to him and all of that, and reading the word and all of that. Yes, I'm not saying you should stop doing the reading and all. It does help and it does get you to where you need to be at some point and in the right time also. But yeah, that is just how I got it. You know what I mean? So I did something. I just want to say. So this is like our plan. Well, my plan. This is my plan, right? It's just an example. So this could be like your vision board, um, your dream board, or whatever, your goals, and your. This is basically a representation of our plan for our lives, right? Where you have your plans, your love goals, your friendship goals, life goals, financial goals, fitness goals, all of those goals, man. Like, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to that, right? And then, let me tell you, this is literally what I had in my mind yesterday, right? This is God's plan for our lives. God, God's plan, God's plan. All right. So let me tell you about God's plan. Let me just break it down for you guys in the simplest way I can, right? God's plan is unknown. Like, you won't get direct answers. It's just blank. And the reason why it's blank is because you need to trust Him. You just need to have faith and believe and trust that He got it, right? Because with us, our plans, we are in control. We know what we have to do to get to that point, right? Or to achieve that goal. We know, right? We have to put the actions, we have to have the right heart and mind, we have all of that, right? And we are in control because we know what we have to do, right? But with God's plan, a piece of paper that is blank, that has nothing, it's like, what do? You don't have control. You really don't have control. That's God's plan, right? It's God's plan. Like, you don't have control. You don't know what's going to happen, but you have to trust and believe. Trust and believe and have faith and have patience. And just trust. He's got it. He heard you when you wrote your plans and goals and all of that. He hears you a lot. And he has all of those things planned out already. You're going to achieve them already, right? But you just have to let him be in control and be the center of the plans, right? So, yes, you can still have this, which is yours, but then this has to be in front. This right here has to be in front. God's plan needs to be in front of it all. This has to be behind it. So God has to take control of the plans that He has for you. Because when you have this behind, when you have this in front of this is your shield. This is your purpose in life. This is the real you. This is what God wants you to be on earth. This is what God wants you to share with us, with people that are around you. This is what you need to share to us. This, yes, it's there, but then this is number one in front. All right. That's what I had to share with you guys, that it has to be God's plan. And I don't know why it took me so long to get that answer. But yeah, I got it. So it's a blank piece of paper that God has control of. Like, okay, yes, the blank piece of paper is God, right? If you don't want it blank, okay, let me say this. Yes, God is this, right? Let Him be the artist of your life. Let Him be the artist each day if this is what you want to have in your life or placed in your life forever in the coming years and in the, yeah, you hear me, like you give me. Just let God do this. Let God be your canvas each and every day. Like if you have to put a blank paper in a picture frame and put it somewhere that it will remind you that every day God has your plan, and it will remind you that God is your plan, and it will remind you that this is the only way you are going to achieve your goals, your plans, your whatever that is happening. This is God. Let God be your plan. God's plan. That's all that I have to say. All right. Because yes, also the other thing, I was laughing about this the whole of yesterday actually. Like I was laughing by myself. The craziest thing ever. So yes, we have this. Right? And as I was saying earlier in the video that yes, as much as we have those plans, you get to a point where you get like discouraged and you give up and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then you start replanning, or you burn your vision boards. You just, I don't know, you just do all of these crazy things, right? And then the thing is, when you continue on with your plan, at some point, I'm just giving you an example of what would happen. it will end up like this. Scribbles and scribbles going around. Like, you don't even know where you started. You don't even know where you started. And it ends up being like that. And this is basically where, by the end of January, my plans were, because I was so stubborn to let it be this way, because I'm like, God, I got this. Don't worry. You're in it, but then I got this. And this is how it ended up. End of January, it was like this. So I had to get back. Yesterday, I had to get back to the drawing board and be like, okay, I got your message. I really did. I I got your message, and I will go back to this, but then put it, you know, and then yeah, that was it. So I had a better way also of putting this out as a message to you guys, but then I also realized that in that way that I had, it was going to take time and already is being delayed. I don't know when I was actually gonna put it into action and put it together to share it with you guys on the platform or on video. So, yeah, I had to basically share this with you now before I head out, as I said. And yeah, that is it from me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.